Everyone in this world will become their own, eat the last animal. Some people eat roast duck into a chicken. Some people eat braised meat into a pig. Some people eat instant noodle seasoning into a cow. And you have come to a sow operation. Directly eat their own foot skin. Unexpectedly, you actually turned into a dragon and activated the dragon system, just because you are the descendant of the Chinese dragon and naturally flow the blood of the dragon in your body. But because the species is so powerful, right now, you're still an egg, incubating. And your good friend Zhao Ming ate an evil turtle last night, so he naturally turned into a bastard. You two formed a wonderful combination. After solving the Tyrannosaurus Rex, you two left the village and walked toward the forest. After killing 20 rats, there was an opportunity to upgrade. Zhao Ming mind also more similar to the genetic evolution of the tree. Evolutionary points can be added to the leaves of the gene tree. Zhao Ming the whole turtle is excited, not woo. But for the fish is the turtle body. He would like to jump a street dance. You advised him to add to the defense. Because the snapping turtle itself bite skills do not need to icing on the cake. The juvenile shell is not strong enough. And just as the evolutionary point is added to the shell makes a sound of bone cracking. And then the shell is visible to the naked eye. Become more thickened up. Who would have thought that the effect of an evolutionary point is so big? A moment to let oneself actually puff to circle. At this time, Zhao Ming looks down and invites you to go to the nearby city to have a look. After all, in all apocalyptic novels, order breaks down. After 3 days of climbing over the mountains, you two finally saw the city again? Not because the distance is so far, but because Zhao Ming climbed too slowly. After all, it is the real destination. I thought that after humans become animals, the buildings of the city will disappear. But I did not expect that it is still partying and drinking, as if human civilization is still continuing. Zhao Ming suddenly a little panic. After all, the city people gathered do not know what risk will encounter, and you are extremely calm. No matter what is in front of him, he can't carry the summer thunder non-stop. When you get to the city gate, a pack of vicious dogs block your way. When Zhao Ming saw the dogs, he quickly opened his mouth wide to show his deterrent power. I must say, the monster turtle's mouth is quite powerful. After a brief conversation, you find out that the other party is actually the so-called vicious dog stick, and one by one seems to have entered the growth stage. After all, the city has a large population. It is easier to evolve. You want to enter the territory of our vicious dog gang? But you have to pay protection money. Zhao Ming gently shook back. Do you think I have something all over? Besides, all my money is in the card. The dog leader laughed. Brother, do you think money is useful in this day and age? Our protection money is evolution points. Unexpectedly, on the second day of global animalization, someone was surprised to find that evolution points can be directly given to each other. Which means that in addition to the continuous killing, you can also directly ask others to give evolution points. Some herbivores get their evolutionary points by eating grass. They get their evolutionary points. But they are exploited by carnivores. They sacrifice their evolutionary points every day. And those who do not obey kill Ming because they have used up all their evolutionary points. When you enter the gang's territory, find an opportunity to attract all the dogs to your vicinity and then send them a thunderbolt, without hesitation. When you enter the center of the city and stare straight into it, you Buddha are back before the animalization of the whole nation. The lights in the city still exist as before the animals. But the streets did not have the past those swift vehicles. Immediately a variety of animals walking on the streets, among which there are many vicious dogs to patrol around covetously. They became the Buddha incarnation of the city law enforcement. Maintain the order of the city. Suddenly, a pure white rabbit jumped to your side. Shouted, "You are new." A shout directly scared Zhao Ming into the shell. Elder sister, do you know what will suddenly appear to frighten the dead turtle? Wei An. I'm just a little girl who turned 18. What's your name? Shia Ching Ching. Shia Ching Ching, that sly eyes without trace glance at you into him. You naturally feel Shia Ching Ching's eyes. This little rabbit want to do. She enthusiastically prepares to show you her habitat, talking about the gang of dogs as she walks through the city. But gradually, Zhao Ming found something was wrong. Why did it get farther and farther away from the center of the city? Because we herbivores don't have much to say. So we live in the middle of nowhere. Shia Ching Ching for this point has been ready to deal with the lies. You are in the dragon egg snare. Where is to live remote? Here even the shadow of animals are not. Soon, you came to a rented house in the suburbs. Shia Ching Ching's parents warmly offered you dinner. They put some grass on their plate, and Zhao Ming gave a piece of pork on his plate. This meat was stored in the refrigerator before it was animal, I said, which is very valuable to herbivores. And you, as an egg, are easily ignored by them. As time went by, Zhao Ming's eyes became heavier and heavier. Finally, he fell asleep while eating. Shia Ching Ching excitedly said, "The medicine worked. Mom,